Retired Chief Justice and presidential aspirant David Maraga has raised alarm over what he terms as a crisis in the education sector. Citing the just-released KCSE 2025 results, where a bulk of the candidates scored below D grade, Maraga says there is urgent need to address the dwindling standards to ensure quality education for all Kenyan children. Gatete Njoroge reports.
Even before the dust settled since the release of the 2025 KCSE results, retired Chief Justice David Maraga has raised concerns over the performance of nearly 400,000 candidates who scored grade D+ and below. Maraga attributes this to inadequate financing to the education sector, which leaves most schools across the country struggling with overcrowded classrooms, inadequate laboratories, and insufficient learning materials.
While we celebrate excellency, we must reject a system that produces massive failures and only a small elite that survives through the eye of the corruption needle. We have prepared evidence showing an abnormal grading curve that produces D's than C's expected in a healthy system.
Maraga says the crisis within the education sector was manifested during grade 10 placements, where some learners were placed in day schools far from home, or in some cases, female students placed in boys' schools. He also cited the frustrations parents were subjected to, search for slots for their children, and the thousands of learners from needy families who are stranded back at home due to lack of fees.
Our neighbors have not done that.
The retired Chief Justice says there is need to re-evaluate the curriculum to serve all, as the country has enough resources to ensure quality education for all.
Kenya's education crisis is not accidental. It is the predictable outcome of a government that has lost fiscal discipline, surrendered common sense, and chosen debt servicing, corruption, and political extravagance over investment in human capital.
He urged the Kenya Kwanza administration to, among other things, address teachers' shortage, increase capitation to schools, and address infrastructure gaps to bridge the gap.
We are going to have to plan a system that works for everybody, a system that leaves nobody behind. And you know, that is not something you can do overnight. You need to get all the stakeholders in the education system, starting with the parents, the teachers, and the experts in that, so that you come up with an education system.
The retired Chief Justice also called for inclusion of teachers in education reforms as a way of dealing with the challenges witnessed during the transitions. Gatete Njoroge, Citizen TV, Nairobi.